Hello YouTube, this is Jeff with Jeff's Toy Reviews, and today I'm reviewing Zeta Toys ZA04 Armageddon Uproar. This is Zeta Toys' version of a masterpiece sized brawl of the Combaticons. So I am really excited to review this guy. I think he's really cool. We're going to take a look at the packaging first. He is not perfect, but he is really good. And I'm going to show a few of his flaws, and there's mainly one flaw that I'm really don't understand why Zeta Toys did it. I'm sure it's the same thing that everybody else has pointed out. And I'm going to show you a trick that I learned from a fellow reviewer and what he did with it. So it's pretty interesting. So first of all, let's take a look at the packaging. So right here we have a nice art image of Brawl or Uproar. Turn it to the side. We have a nice tank mode, and there's something about the tank mode that I'm also going to show that I haven't seen other reviewers do, but I haven't watched everybody's review. Zeta Toys, Armageddon Uproar. You have a part of the foot. The foot piece does not come with Uproar, so I guess everything's going to come with the main body Onslaught. There he is in his robot mode. Looks very nice. And then on the bottom you have all your warnings and stuff. And that's it for the box. Now, you do get, of course, instructions and a nice card. I'm going to show you something in the instructions later, so I'm going to open these up. And here we go. I'm going to bring a Brawl out here, our Uproar. I'm just going to call him Brawl for the rest of this video, and boom, here he is. And I'm going to tell you something. I like him. I like him quite a bit. He's big. He's beefy. Put the camera down so you see his feet. And I mean, look at him. He's big. He's beefy. He's a dark olive green, nice tank green. Got treads here on the side. A lot of people don't like the kibble that this represents. I mean, this puts out there, but you know what? It is what it is. I really like it. It doesn't bother me at all, because I look at the other versions. I remember the G1 version of Brawl where his legs were just a block and you just pulled him down, and that was fine because it was Brawl. Brawl's a tank. He's supposed to be big and beefy. He's really cool. I really, really like this figure. I'm going to go ahead and pull out his gun. You have a nice, it's like almost a dark navy blue gun. It's not black. It's really not. It's got some nice silver paint on it. Nice molding. Very simple. I like it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the figure himself. He has these hinges that you can use in the shoulders. You can kind of see that there. You can flatten them out, but it just... I like them up, and you can also bring them really far up if you want. So that's part of the transformation. It's up to you. So he can. So let's see here. We'll start with his head. His head is on a ball joint. He can look all the way around. Well, this is not. It's a little loose, but it's not loose. I mean, it can hold its position. It's just that if you keep hitting it, it will fall. And there's a couple things about this figure that I'm gonna show you here in a minute. His arm. You can't bring it up all the way. His big old buff shoulders get in the way. He does have he can do a 360. Nice on the turn. He does have a bicep swivel. Nice and squeaky. He does have a double jointed elbow, and you can't get up that far like that. So his wrists swivel, and he does have each finger, they are separated, which is nice, but there's no articulation in the fingers. They're just held together by this little pin right here. No articulation in the thumb. He does have a waist swivel that is surprisingly not hindered by the tank, the turret head on the back. It's not hindered at all. Really nice. He can bring this flap up and this flap up. He can kick all the way back and can kick all the way forward. He can do the splits all the way out. And there's a nice ratchet here. It's soft, but it's not too bad. It's good. Now, this is one of the things that irritate me, and I'm sure you could see this right here. This is really loose on mine. And this is supposed to kind of flatten out. And it doesn't tab in up front, but there's this little peg right here. And that peg is supposed to post in here. And when you finally get it in there, oh, it's supposed to lock into place, and this one's fine. But then when you come back up, it doesn't always stay. You gotta kind of have to push down and push up on it to stay. So be mindful of that when you're posing him. And then bring those down. And then he does have, check out this. He's got, you can go up and down. He's got that ankle spur as well. And then he's got the mother of all ankle tilts. I mean, he could do that. And I'm sure that has something to do with the transformation for his Bruticus mode when he goes into limb mode. And, you know, but he does have a pretty nice ankle rocker. Now, for comparison, excuse me, I had a small interruption. So for comparison, here he is with Whirlwind, excuse me. Is it Whirlwind? I can't read it from here. I believe it's Whirlwind, but their version of Vortex, I did already throw the faction logo on him. He'll get his soon. Really nice. I actually think they look really good together. I'm going to put him back here. Put them in the back, and he is with his other partner here. Excuse the reach there. Here he is with Takeoff, or not Blast Off. Heck, he's Blast Off now for me. I mean, these guys, they're big, they're beefy, they fit together. I mean, these guys really look good together. And I can't wait to get their version of Swindle, their version of Onslaught, and put this guy together. He's going to be massive. So there he is with them. And I will put some more comparisons at the end of the video. Some pictures. I'll put some pictures of him with some other figures. I'm doing this video a little different in that I'm going to start with the robot mode first and then go to the tank mode to show you what I do with the treads. So it's going to be a little different. And here he is with the only other Combaticons that I have. I have the Warbatron set. This is the original Warbatron set, not the oversized set. Here he is with their version of Brawl, and you can tell, yeah, he's compared tiny, and yeah, really, really small. So get him out of the way. Now, this is what I wanted to talk to you about before we get going. I'm going to focus here in on the tread, because there's something in the instructions shows something very funny. I guess not funny is not the word. It's basically impossible. So this is what, excuse me here. This is what the instructions show you for storage for the ped rail, as they're calling it. You're supposed to take the track and put it in, roll it up twice. There, if you could see that. Trying to get the glare out of the way. Do apologize. There you go. You're supposed to do that, roll it up in there, and it is a pain in the butt to do it. The reason why it's a pain in the butt to do it is because for that image, they basically just cut the plastic off. You cannot get into this. Doesn't come off. This doesn't fold down or anything, and that would have been a nice touch. So watching Dollkar's Toys and Stuff, who's now Q's Reviews on YouTube, highly recommend him. He's got some great reviews, great topics. I really enjoy watching his stuff. I recommend him. I'll put his name down in the description so you guys can take a look at him too. But he had the idea to just separate this. Why go back and forth and, try to do that, because it's nearly impossible. When they give you a bunch of extra links of tread. So the tread comes apart. It's plastic. It's got little hooks on it. And you just remove the length of tread to tighten this up when you put him in robot mode. And then when you go to put him in tank mode, you just add the tread that you need back. Very smart. Just very smart, because it saves you a tremendous headache. And you're going to see that headache if I tried to do that way. I'm not going to do that way. I'm following Q's Reviews, Dolkkar, Quint. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. Is a great, great idea. I know it's parts forming, and not everybody likes parts forming. And I know other people are like, well, it's not part of the instructions, blah, blah, blah. I like it. It's just me. It's my point of view. Absolutely cool. No big deal, okay? So for transformation, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the upper body. So we're going to bring the camera back up here. Take a look what we're looking at here. Get some room. Oh, I forgot to push that in. Sorry, that's supposed to be down, but now you know it extends. So first we're going to go ahead and we are going to do the arms. So we're going to come up here, take these two pieces and come up, and this pulls up, and you're going to spin this around, and that's going to come like so, and these are going to like so. They're going to clamp, they tab together really well. Push back down. You're going to take this arm, you're going to bring up the fist, rotate inside, and I really like that on the fist they have the tab, and the slot is on both sides, because I know when Constructor came out, not all the figures had a tab on both sides, so the fists were really loose. And then here at the swivel joint, you're just going to turn it around, nice, and then you're just going to slide that up. Now that's going to give you, oh, what did I do that for? I forgot to put in the fist. Sorry about that. There we go. Just do that. Go ahead and get that out of the way right now. We're going to do the same thing over here. Pull up, spin around, bring that up. And it's on this nice double hinge in here. And this actually has a track, so this will slide. I didn't show you that on the other side, sorry. And then that just pushes back down in there. Bring this hand up. And for transformation, this is the simplest of them all. I believe, in my opinion, he is very simple and is very intuitive. I like it that he's simple. There we go. Go ahead and we're gonna pull this away. This is on a triple hinge. Got a hinge and then a hinge and another hinge, and you're going to pull this part apart, which is awesome, because then you just take his head, you push it in, and you close it. Oh, close it back up, and that's that. I mean, really easy. And you just take the turret, get it out of your way, just put it up there for now. You're going to bring these flaps up. You're going to take this crotch section here. Actually, I'm going to leave these down for now, the front. Take this crotch section. You're just going to pull this up. It's on a peg. It's going to spin around. Push it back down. And then you can push in the sides here. These are spring loaded. And then that's just going to fold down like... Actually, I just got ahead. No, it's fine. I was thinking I got ahead of myself, but I can always bring the legs down so I can work with them this way. And then that's just going to fold down like so. And let's go ahead and leave that all untapped, and let's look for work on the legs, okay? So we're going to take the feet, fold them in, fold the toes and stuff in first, then the heel spurs. You're going to bring the knees forward. See, this one has a pretty good ratchet. This ratchet's really weak on this. That's another thing that I've noticed with this, is their ratchets are kind of weak. Oh, one more thing. We got to spin that around, because you want this up here, right? So, and you're going to bring this piece up here, and this piece up here. And you're going to take this piece, this tab here is going to come out on both sides, because this actually allows the tread to move. And then we're going to come down here and come down here. He's going to flatten these out, and you're just going to take the entire piece. I guess I did go, I had to leave this up. I shouldn't have taken it down. Now when you're bringing, don't push this down yet. I just made that mistake and noticed that when you're bringing the legs in, you're collapsing the legs up. There is a groove on the inside thigh here, inside of the leg, that actually just goes right over that. And then you just want to line that up, and then that'll just get it all into place. And then you just you can bring that all together and snap that into place. Close this on each other. Now you can bring the, no, we're still going to wait. Go ahead and bring these up. And there's a reason I'm going to wait. You'll see. So that's going to go there. That's all together. Okay. And we can come down here now, and we're going to tab. You're going to see there's a post here, a port, and then there's a tab, there's a slot there, there's another small post here and here. So you're just going to bring this on this hinge. You're going to close it in, and then you're going to get it all together. And it's just going to all tab in together really nice. And then on this side, we're going to do the same thing. And there's a tab here too. Now this tab, it's going to sit, it needs to sit right. Oh, aha. So now you just saw the problem with the treads. Okay, let me just do this real quick. Because there's enough room to feed the tread through the top and out the back. And I kind of want that just dangling anyway. So we're going to come back, we're going to bring this whole piece down, and we're going to put these tabs behind. So on both sides, we're going to do that. And then there's another tab, there's a couple of posts here. So make sure when you get it all in there, you've got to kind of angle it. Don't break it. Okay, let me break that open for now. Okay, on this side too. Okay, so that's all done. Now you see the tread's just hanging there. Just bring this up. Now you know you need this, how much tread you're going to need, right? That locks into place. So you're going to set this down. This was the length of the tread. And it has these little hooks. Oop, these little hooks right here. They're going to hook right there. See, this is the only problem with it. And even when you're trying to feed, you can use these to position through. But the problem is if it's not flat, it doesn't want to feed. There it goes. There we are. And bring up. Oh, sorry. All off camera. Bring that up. And you're just going to line everything up, all the tread. Take the track right there, and then just hook that in. So if you get an issue, there's these little wheels in there that are for to feed the track. Go ahead. Feed. Side doesn't want to be fed through now. Why not? It's a cheat, but it's a worthy cheat. And I'd rather show that I even have difficulties than not. So, okay, so that one actually went through pretty good. Lay this down on its side. I have several pieces of tread here because I did not. Actually, I think this is the piece I need. Because actually, when I did it the last time, I wound up taking away more than I needed off. Oh, I guess I do need more. And then they do give you extra tread too in a bag. Okay, so that's that. And then you have two tabs that are here. And you're going to just reach in and you're just going to pull. Come on. Those down, has a little hook there. And it's going to tab right into here. And this is going to help keep everything in place on this side. And you're going to do the same thing on this side. I did forget to do that when I was collapsing this. Every time I've transformed this guy, I always forget to bring out that hook. I don't know why. It's just, it's there. So I just forget it. Okay, and okay. And then you take this and you bring this back. And then you pull out the cannon. And there he is in his tank mode. Do apologize for the track. That was going to happen no matter what I did. But let's take a look at the tank himself. Really, really nice. I like all the molded details that they did, the nice wheels that they molded in. The tracks roll, but not very well. They seem to just catch more than they roll. Tabs in, really sturdy. There we go. And there is a peg right there. You see that? There it is. And then there's a peg right here. Make sure that that's down. And then you're just going to push that in there, and then that'll lock into place. These come separate. They're in with the bag with the gun and the extra piece of tread you get. And they're soft rubber. They're just the antenna. But I really like all the molded detail, and so much so that I remember seeing a picture online a long time ago when they were introducing these guys, and it really captured my interest. So when I was watching reviews, I didn't see anybody do it, and I was like, okay, if I can do it, I'm going to do it. These open, and there is a little tiny peg or tab right there. You probably get your nail around what I can do, and that's what I can do. And I can open that up, and you can store his blaster here. So he can have a tank, he can have the gun there. Now this is Daniel, and this is Spike. These are the ones that came with the Ultra Magnus set. They fit in this tank. See, there's little holes there. Boom, boom, boom. So if they didn't know it, they were in a hurry, and they're like, Warpath, pick us up. And Brawl sneaks in because he's big and green and not red like Warpath. They jump in, and he's all, let's go! They can actually ride in this tank. Now, that, for me, is really cool, because these guys fit in the cab of Ultra Magnus. They fit in the cab of Optimus Prime, and they're kind of loose in there a little bit, but they fit in there. But for him to actually fit, for these guys to fit in this tank too, and they don't look absurdly big or absurdly small, they look almost perfect, is really, really cool. You know, I like that. The gun, I just think it's really neat. They're going to stay in the rest of the video because it's just about the tank. The turret does move. It does not point up. It looks like it's molded in like it would, but I can't, there's no hinge or anything, and I don't want to force it and break it. This can't, if you do push this back in, it will kick Spike out. Not so much Daniel. But that's really, really neat. And if you don't want any pilots, or you just want Spike, you can close that. Really cool. I guess they're not staying in the rest of the video, and then you just close that. So nice little gold, some gunmetal gray, little silver bits and gold bits. Just the detailing is amazing that they did on this figure. So, so cool. I am going to have pictures of him with Heavy Noisy and his other Combaticon mates, or his Armageddon mates. They're all going to be together in some pictures after the end of this video. And that has been it for my review of Zeta Toys ZA04 Uproar. And this guy, if you're going to go for the Combaticon set, and if you haven't jumped into was it Unique Toys, their figures look really good. But if you haven't jumped in that yet, definitely go for this guy, because he's really cool. Really nice figure. This set, they're big, they're beefy. They're measuring about the same size as Constructor right now, so I'm very excited to get this set. So I will also put pictures of him in his alt mode with his buddies Vortex and Blast Off. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it very informative. Please don't forget to like this video if you haven't done so, because I really appreciate that. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming, a lot more things to do. And if you are a subscriber and you like this, please share this with your friends. And also go check out Q's reviews. Dolkkar, he's a really cool dude, man. He really thinks outside the box with his transformations. I really like what he did with the tread, because I will tell you, trying to put those treads in those circles is nearly impossible. Those of you who could do it, God bless you. I can't do it. I just can't. Those of you can, you are the man. I like this version. It's simple, it's fast, and it works. So thank you again. You guys have yourselves a great day. Take care now.